Having a change of heart means more than just choosing a different opinion. Hi, this is Barry Phillips, a 10-minute Torah, day 5 in Nitzavim. Let's go back to Deuteronomy chapter 30. Pick up where we left off yesterday with verse 4. If any of you are driven out to the farthest parts under the heavens, from there Yahweh your Elohim does gather you, and from there he does take you. Yahweh your Elohim shall bring you to the land which your fathers possessed, and you shall possess it, and he shall do good to you and increase you more than your fathers. And Yahweh your Elohim shall circumcise your heart and the heart of your seed, to love Yahweh your Elohim with all of your heart and with all of your being, so that you might live. The heart's an interesting thing. We're not just talking about the muscle in the middle of your chest. The heart, it's the seat of your emotions. It's your sense of affections. It's where your will and your purpose takes place. When the scriptures talk about the mind, normally we think it's up here where my brain's at. Actually, your mind is kind of in the center of your being. It is your innermost being. It is your considerations. It is your focuses. It's where you determine your choices. And it says here, back in verse 1, that you will bring these things, the blessing and the curse, back to your heart. The word there, levav, it's the inner man. It's the soul of your senses. It's where this consideration of the blessing and the curse takes place. This is not a rational, brain-centered decision for us, but rather it is something that is deep-seated. It's because of what you realize in your knowing. And your knowing takes place in your knower. Your knower is your inner person, your inner ability, your inner understanding of yourself, your self-awareness, if you want to get kind of new agey there. So there is this awakening that takes place. Moshe is speaking to a group of people that are getting ready to go into the land and take possession of the land. But he is also addressing them as if they are their future generations who he's already described. You're going to get fat and satisfied and lazy, and you're going to forget Yah, and you're going to think that you've accomplished all that life has given you by yourself, by your own power and ability, and you're going to turn and serve other idols, and you're going to end up kicked out of the land. The land's going to reject you, and Yah will scatter you the world over. Had to be encouraging news. So we are those people that he is addressing right here. Moshe is speaking to a group of specific people at a certain time of history and a location right before they go into the land. But he has a megaphone, an amplified sound system, and he is boldly declaring these words to us. I need to read this as if he is speaking directly to me. And that is, he is saying, Barry, when you come to the place where you are awakened to the reality that life is not just life with all of its happenstance, life is the result of your choice down in your levav, in your heart, as to whether you choose the curse or the blessing. And that choice, like all mankind before you, is up to you. So life has not perpetrated things upon me and dealt me a sorry hand, and I have no excuse. When it comes to choosing the curse and choosing the flesh that goes along with it and acting out accordingly, that's sin. And sin's not oops. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Sin is a choice. It's not oops, it's a choice. And we have to come to the place of being awakened Not just to be aware of the choice, but to make the choice and then fashion our lives in such a way that it reflects righteousness according to the right choice. In other words, my choosing affects my living. I can't mentally, with my brain, make a choice that my heart doesn't agree with, because it's out of my heart that I'm going to act. I'd like to say that we make rational decisions and good choices based on the analysis of data and given situations as they present themselves, and we say, "Hark, self, that's not good. This is better. Let's go over here." We don't do that. More often than not, we go by how we feel, what we think, how the drive of the moment is, all of the outward stimuli that's going on, what impulses that we may be dealing with, what conversations, good or bad, that we've just had, all of those things that really are not good evidence for us. And that's how we make our life choices and live our lives. And God says, I want you to order your life according to the covenant. In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 4 through 8, we read these words. In those days and at that time, declares Yahweh, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Yehudah together, weeping as they come, and seek Yahweh their Elohim. They shall ask the way to Sion, to Zion, their faces toward it. Come, let us join ourselves to Yahweh in an everlasting covenant, never to be forgotten. They've weighed the choices here, and with all of their heart, they made the right choice. He says, my people have been wandering sheep. Their shepherds have led them astray, turning them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. All who found them have devoured them. All their adversaries have said, we are not guilty, because they have sinned against Yahweh, the home of righteousness, and the expectation of their fathers, Yahweh. And he is saying to us, get out of Babylon. Come out of her, my people. Come away from the world mindsets and systems of permissiveness. So to return, it says here that we will turn back, and that Yah will turn back our captivity. To shub, to make repentance. And repentance is not saying, well, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. That was an oops. That was a mistake. Sin is a violation, a willful violation of the Torah, a transgression of Torah. And Torah is what defines what our sin is. And so we read the Torah, we study the Torah, and we realize, I broke your covenant. I transgressed your will. I made a violation of what you have decreed not to do. I'm as guilty as Chava reaching up and taking the fruit. What am I doing? Spit it out. Don't swallow that. And so Yah is saying, it's when you have turned your heart and made your right decisions that Yah will bring us back from wherever it is that he has driven us. Let's make no mistake here. We are where we are as we are. We have experienced what we have experienced because of generational wrong choices. A lot of things that personally we're not responsible for, but we've taken on that responsibility, and that we've continued in the living. And it will continue until we in our own generation make the heartfelt, heart allegiance choice to return to the covenant. Yah miraculously has promised that he will restore our fortunes and bring us back to the place of our home, bring us back to his kingdom and in his land. May he do so, and may he do so in our day. Shabbat Shalom. May the favor of the King, the light of the Prince of the face of Messiah, Yeshua, may the glory of his word illuminate you and all of your dwelling and all who are with you, filling you with His Word. Shabbat Shalom. We hope to see you again next week.